Reminiscence is a mod pack which mixes the aesthetic and gameplay of beta versions with the convenient features and creative options of release versions. The main mod that this mod pack utilizes is Nostalgic Tweaks, a fantastic mod with a compilation of toggleable small changes ported from the oldest versions of Minecraft. I can't possibly share every tweak, but I will go over the ones most relevant to the mod pack. As this pack is meant to replicate the beta experience, several changes have been made to the gameplay. Hunger and sprinting no longer exist. Enchanting no longer exists. Anvils no longer have functionality, but they're still decoration. Villagers, illagers, pillagers, and all content revolving around them such as structures no longer exists. Beta world generation has been ported, including all current vanilla biomes in the mix as well as several presets, some of which being long lost. On top of gameplay changes, many changes have been made to the aesthetic of the game. Beta lighting has been ported, beta textures have been ported, new blocks and items have been retextured to fit beta aesthetic using a plethora of resource packs, all of which are credited in the mod pack page. Outside of the usual beta stuff, many aspects of vanilla Minecraft have been rebranded, rebalanced, or flat out removed. Shields no longer exist. Totems of Undying no longer exist. Axes no longer deal more damage. All structures outside of what have been removed are now twice as rare. Netherite has been rebranded to Tungsten, and has had its method of being acquired altered to match all of the other material tiers, with its ore being made more common to compensate. Similarly, Netherite now requires a blast furnace to smelt. Some material tiers have been given innate enchantments or abilities to compensate for the lack of manual enchanting, similarly to Better Than Adventure. Powered rails now require copper instead of gold. Phantoms no longer punish you for skipping the hardest aspect of the game. Thanks, Mojang. Said they're an uncommon enemy in the end. The Ender Dragon fight has been given some changes with the use of the True Ending data pack, including some attacks which, unlike many Ender Dragon fight changing mods, aren't ridiculously difficult to avoid and are quite fun to go against. But if that was all that this pack had to offer, it would be kind of boring. So I also added several content mods to shake up the experience from traditional beta. Starting off with the small mods and working our way up, Better Copper adds copper armor and tools, which acts as super early game gear. Young's mods improve every structure which still exists. Inmus adds several incredibly simple tiered backpacks in order to accommodate everything that modern vanilla has added. Amplified Nether improves Nether generation in every single aspect. Combined with the currently existing vanilla biomes, the Nether now contains some frightening eye candy. Nullscape improves in generation in the same manner as Amplified Nether does for the Nether. It turns the old end into a true sight to behold, while only using vanilla blocks. Alright, now for the bigger mods. Farmer's Delight makes an appearance, with almost every single block and item retextured to fit beta aesthetic. Normally, with Minecraft Beta's incredibly simplistic food system, having this wide variety of food would only add unnecessary bloat. So in order to compensate for the simple food system, I tapped into an aspect of food that only a select few food items actually had back then. Stackability. The more effort that a food item requires, the more it can stack. But at the same time, the more that a food item heals, the less it can stack. As an example, cooked meat will only stack to 1, as it usually does in Minecraft Beta. Slices of cooked meat, however, can stack to 4. Finger foods, such as burgers or stuffed potatoes, stack to 6, which is the most that any food item can stack. However, they don't heal as much health in comparison to meals, such as bacon and eggs or pasta with meatballs, which stack back down to 4. And finally, feasts heal the most health out of these options and can be placed, but only stack to 2. This system should hopefully give the beta food system some more variety and flair, while not enforcing anything if the player truly wishes to stick with a regular steak. Farmer's Delight also comes with new utilities that can help the player on their journey, such as ropes and safety nets. Gone are the days of struggling to use the environment to build a staircase out of the most readily available blocks. Supplementaries also has a spot in the mod list, once again with nearly every single block and item retextured to fit beta aesthetic. Supplementaries add several dumb fun features and utilities which, if given a less than fresh coat of paint, seem like they could reasonably be added in beta. Bubble wands, presents, flags, vertical redstone with cog blocks, pancakes, rope arrows, the reintroduction of quivers, and many other miscellaneous decorative blocks. I could keep going, but many others have covered every supplementaries feature in full detail and have done so much better than I ever could. No, I am not going to use a data pack to remove your rope. You mean to tell me that you seriously find people disabling your rope in favor of other ropes more annoying than the people who rightfully tell you that this change is stupid and condescending? It's not like this feature is hard to pull off code-wise. It worked before, but out of spite, you added a hurdle to Modpack devs who simply want to use a different rope, then have your community talk down to people who do not want to go through this and say they're complaining and whining when they do not want to go through an annoyance that you yourself have imposed. Sorry, where was I? Oh, yeah. The Aether simply had to be included. I doubt that there would be a single complaint about this. The Aether is a legendary mod that needs no introduction. Included in the Aether is an entirely new line of progression that you can choose to take, with new tools and armor with cool and niche uses, trinkets that boost stats and give new abilities, beautiful landscapes, and well-designed challenges. The Aether is an incredible experience that 100% has its place in a pack like this. There is one last mod which I have neglected to show off, and that's on purpose. I believe it is best experienced in-game, with no prior knowledge. If this mod pack sounds interesting to you, be sure to give it a try. The link to the Curseforge page is in the description. Be sure to give any thoughts, suggestions, and criticisms down in the comments of either this video or the Curseforge page. Have fun. Also, yes, I am still working on Kill the Parasites. I've got some huge developments on it that I can't wait to show off.